In this video, I'd like to briefly go over the get record database action. We're going to read a record from the database, set a property, and then we're going to save that record. Now, as I said before in the different types of scripts video, that the auto script is going to be passed in the record ID. Depending on how you set up the script, if you want the script to run when the record is created, it will schedule the script to run and it will pass in the ID of the record that was created. That way your script knows which record was responsible for the scheduling of the script to run. When we're creating a script, we're not going to have that ID available to, so we're going to have to do things a little differently in order to test the script, and that way we can switch it out when we're ready to go live. So it's under records. Let's pull over a get record here. Click the options. We're going to select the testing record, testing form. Click OK. And at first we're going to click the open button and we're going to select the current record just so we're able to test this out. Select that. And we have the record ID. Again, this is going to be passed into the script, so we don't want to hard code it because this is going to be one record. We don't want the script to be running and getting the same record over and over again, knowing that it could be different records that are actually responsible for this to run. We're going to set this record to a variable, testing record. Click OK. And OK. Now we're getting a specific record here. We can go over to properties. We can set a property value. We're going to select a testing record type, testing form. And out of the properties listed, we're going to use the name. Click OK. And this is where we're going to select that specific record variable. This is where the specific record that we're going to use to change the name. And we will type in a value here called Francis. And then we'll commit changes here. So if we were to run this, we can see our output right here. We're getting the record. We're setting the name property to Francis, and we are done. So if we go over to testing, we can see the name Francis here on our record. Now, if we're satisfied that this script is running exactly the way we want, we go back into click for options. And as I said before, we don't want to hard code this ID in because it's going to be hitting the same record over and over and over again. Now, if you want to hit that record over and over again, that's fine. But ideally, the auto script is used for specific records that are changed while your user is pounding away on the software. So we want to swap this out for the ID that comes in. And we can do that by just pressing the button and use the target object ID. This is a variable that's created in the script specifically to hold the record ID. So click OK. And when the script runs, the record ID will be passed into this variable, and then we'll use that ID to get the record. And then you're ready to run your auto script.